on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
This was so worth coming up here. I cannot believe this view. Are you guys seeing this? This is pure winter paradise.
Well, I'm all for Christmas.
Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video here in Poland. You might notice something's a little bit different this time. We are surrounded by snow.
And that's because we've left the city. We have headed for the mountains just for a day trip, and we are in a town called Zakopane. So today's vlog is going to be a little bit different than normal, just because typically we have a few days in a spot before we start filming. We can check it out and see what a place has to offer and kind of get a plan. Today we literally just walked off the bus.
Tell me one thing. Is there anything that you're missing?
So we can tell you that we have no idea where we are right now. We just kind of got off the bus, started walking towards town, at least we think we are, but it's okay, so far it's been pretty beautiful.
What we do know about this place is that it comes highly recommended from people in Krakow. We had a bunch of people actually tell us that it's the perfect winter wonderland / Christmas destination here in Poland.
The love I live, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you.
So we have found the main street in the town. It happens to be a really nice pedestrian street. It has a nice like chalet alpine feel, and the reason behind that is we're actually in the mountains. I think they're called the Tatra Mountains, and they're in the very south of Poland, kind of on the border to Slovakia.
So Anna mentioned the mountains, and one of the things when you're kind of in the mountains and you have a camera is it just doesn't come through on the camera. We maybe just need a longer zoom lens, but I still don't know if it would come through. We're actually surrounded by beautiful mountains here, but we're not just here for the scenery, we're here to do more Christmas activities. So now a little bit of time has passed, but we have found a few Christmas-like things. It's starting to get dark out already.
Yeah, so it means the lights are going to turn on, but it's only like 4 o'clock. I think we said that in our last video, how early it gets dark here.
Yeah.
But we came across this sign. It does not say Zakopane, so we're very
we don't know what it says. Maybe you guys can let us know what it says. Also, there's a market here, but we're just not sure how many Christmas stalls there are yet, so we might have to do some digging for Christmas stuff today.
Yeah. So right beside the sign happens to be a funicular that goes to the top of the mountain. Of course, it's getting dark out, so hopefully we can see some stuff up there, but who knows? We'll see when we get to the top.
Oh my. Well, we knew we were at the base of the funicular, and boy was it worth it coming up here.
I hope you guys can see this. We weren't sure if we should come up or not. We asked. They said there's a nice view, and we were like, oh, it's getting dark, but they said there's lights and some restaurants up here, but we still have a little bit of light, and I hope you guys can see this because this view is amazing.
Well, I think it's safe to say now you guys have a better look at these mountains. This is an absolute little winter wonderland up here.
It is, and the funny thing is when you're down below in the town, you can see the mountains, but you can't quite tell how big they are. So definitely if you're coming here, come up to the top of the mountain because the mountains are pretty much surrounding you like 360. It's really cool.
And if you're watching this during Christmas, come up, look at all the lights.
If you are coming in here in the wintertime, I would highly recommend wearing boots, especially winter boots. Mine are boots kind of wintry, but not overly, and I keep looking down, making sure I'm not going to fall on my butt because there's a lot of snow and not a lot of it's cleared, so you might need some traction.
Winter weather, I love the winter weather, 'cause Christmas time is pulling us closer to each other. Winter weather, now we can get together. Oh, Christmas time is pulling me closer to your heart.
So we just came over to one of the lodges or restaurants here at the top, and it's so cozy inside. They have a fire on, so it's really, really toasty. And we were on the hunt for some hot beer, which is what we have here. And they had it, so we're very excited about this. Now, hot beer sounds absolutely crazy to me. I've never had hot beer before. The thing is, it's not just beer. There's actually juice in here as well. I think it's raspberry juice. I noticed it was red. So I think it's like a small portion of raspberry juice, and then the rest is beer that is hot.
All right, I am going to try it first. I'm a little nervous about it. I've never had even remotely hot beer. It just sounds so anti-something. Not the way beer is supposed to be, but I'm gonna try it. Oh. Wow, it's actually kind of good. It basically tastes like a fruity beer, you know, like when you get a flavored beer, but it's warmed up and it's kind of yummy.
This is feeling really toasty on my hands, so I like that right away. I think the beer is a lager. It looked like one of the domestic beers here in Poland, and the juice came from like a syrup style bottle, so I should have said that before, but let's see how it is. Like Anna said, she kind of got me excited for it, but I think it's going to be a bit weird. Oh, it's such an odd combo. I'm not sure what to think. I've had fruity beer in the past, but never warmed up, like actually hot, but it is good. I mean, it's very easy drinking. It's definitely gonna do the trick to keep me nice and warm. And the juice is, I would say, it's like subtle, so it's not too overpowering. They go pretty well together, and it's gonna work while we're up here out in the cold.
Alright, we are back down the hill in town again. If you're coming here, definitely go up because it's super magical up there. It's awesome. Also, if you're coming here wondering about Christmas markets, there isn't really an official Christmas market. No. There is a year-round market that's kind of at the bottom of the Funicular. We didn't look too closely, but it seemed kind of generic and like souvenir-y. Yeah. Whereas like last week when we were in Krakow, that had some amazing stuff.
So I have a question for you guys. Is it weird to see us in winter clothes and walking around in a snow-covered town? Because we find it weird.
It is. And we were discussing this. I don't know if we've ever filmed in snow before. Oh, ever.
By the way, if you're new around here, we're from Canada. We're used to snow. But if you follow our videos, we're never in snow.
Yeah, we usually go to warm places.
Absolutely. So I think it's time we try one of the most famous things to come out of this region. It is some cheese. It's not just any cheese. We had it in the last video, but it comes out of this region.
So as Trevor just said, this is a type of cheese that comes right from this region. I think it's called like oscypek or oscypek, something like that. It's a sheep cheese. It's really, really salty, and we did try it in the last video when we were at the Krakow Christmas market. I'm very curious if it's going to be very similar here or a little different because it's maybe more authentic.
I will say it smelled really good, and there's a lot of cranberry on there this time.
Yeah. Yeah, he did load the cranberry on, which I kind of appreciate because it is a really, really salty cheese, like we said, and that cranberry really balances out nicely. The consistency is like quite a hard cheese. It reminds me a lot, if you've had halloumi before, it's got that like kind of squeaky, hard consistency to it. It's yummy, and I don't think I'd like it on its own, but I really, really like it with the cranberry. It's a nice contrast. So we should also say that these are nice and warm, and as I said already, they smell delicious. Even when you're outside, they smell really good, but let's give it a try. Look at all that beautiful looking cranberry on there as well. Oh, wow. What a treat that is. Showstopper on that right away is that cranberry. Oh my, it is so good. And Anna said this already, but the cheese is really, really squeaky. I definitely prefer this over the one I had in Krakow at the market, but this cheese is really good. It's so salty. When you just pair the two together, it's really good, and it's going to keep me nice and toasty again while I'm outside here on the street eating some like Christmas street food today, I guess. So one thing we did not mention yet about Zakopane is how much of a ski/snowboard destination and like kind of resort destination it actually is. It does remind us of Banff in Alberta in Canada, in the country we're from. We're not from Alberta though, but it reminds us of that place. And definitely with the shopping too, you can see that resort quality, you know, the ski thing reflected in it. There's lots of outdoor sports stores and like outerwear and that kind of thing everywhere.
Come joining us all. The feeling is here today. Come on now, let's go. Caroling through the snow all day.
All right, we got pretty cold, so we popped into a local restaurant. I'm sure it's kind of touristy, but most stuff is here. But it feels really, really authentic and cozy. Lots of wood, lots of bricks. There's linen hanging from the ceilings. It's a really nice bar. And we also got some food. We actually started with some potato pancakes because we weren't so happy with the ones we had in the last video.
So I'm gonna say these look a lot different than the potato pancakes we had in the last video.
Totally, these actually look like pancakes more that we're used to. But these are boiled potato pancakes, which I don't think I've ever had before. Usually they're fried, so I'm very curious about it. It's got some garlic butter here and some brinza cheese, I think it's called. I'm gonna try some of both.
And you guys probably notice in the frame over that way, we have some soup we're gonna get into as well.
No idea the proper way to eat this, but...
I have to say the presentation here looks pretty interesting. You know, you have pancakes, but then you have like little medley of vegetables.
Really yummy because it's like, it really honestly tastes like a savory pancake, like a traditional pancake that we would often have in North America. But it's got some potato in it, but it's just really savory and like fluffy. And then that garlic butter, is a really nice addition. And with the cheese, which just adds a little bit of saltiness to it. Definitely a fan of this.
All right, let's do this. We're gonna go for this with the garlic butter this time. I'm pretty excited to try this out. Smells good. I can really smell that garlic kind of coming through. Oh, those are so much better than the ones we had in the last video as well. I'm not trying to knock on all those, but like they were almost like a hash brown, I think we said in the last video. Reminded us of a little bit of McDonald's, but these ones have that pancake. If anyone's watching and just doesn't understand what a potato pancake is, really tastes and it has the texture of the pancake, like a breakfast pancake, but with the garlic on there, it just really cuts through and kind of gives it a bit of zing. And I like that it's green as well. It kind of adds a bit of color to the dish, but I see why people eat this. It's just so comforting, it's so hearty, and just overall, it's just very, very tasty.
All right, as Trevor already said, our second dish is a soup. I'm hoping it's kind of a regional thing, but you guys can maybe correct us. It's made with sheep's milk cheese, which is the type of cheese, or sort of the type of cheese we had earlier was made of sheep's milk. It's got some bacon in there, and some, I think they're called halushki noodles, which are kind of like little dumplings. Sounds really hearty and yummy for this weather.
I think it's going to be a good one. Again, it's one of those things that smells delicious.
Oh, that smells so good. Oh yeah, I'm so glad we ordered this. Oh my goodness, that's so good. A little bit of cheesiness, and not super cheesy, but just like the right amount of cheesiness. And then the bacon adds a little bit of saltiness, and then the noodles are just like a little bit of hearty creaminess. This is delicious, delicious.
Well, look at this. Anna has sold me. This is some beautiful looking broth, and I think I got all the ingredients, so I'm going to give it a whirl. Wow. Oh my. Well, that might be the most perfect soup I've ever had. The cheese must be making it like that. It's very sharp. It's got a very unique flavor. It cuts through everything else. It's the best way I can say it. Kind of reminds me of like a liquid fondue, like a Gruyere cheese or something like that. Then throw in the bacon, that makes it nice and smoky, and then there's some, I think some pasta in there as well that kind of just rounds it out. What a soup, what a delicious soup. It's extra good when you're in some cold weather just like this.
Little bad toys that cuddle and woo, dinosaurs, boats, and kitty cats too. Santa Claus is coming.
So today was a really fun day. How to sum it up? It's quieter than I thought it would be.
Oh yeah.
We are here during the week, so I'm not sure what a weekend would be like, but definitely quieter. If you're coming just for Christmas markets, I would kind of forget about that because it's not really a Christmas market-y place.
No.
I'd come for the views, come for the outdoors, probably skiing, all that stuff. Yeah, but it's been fun.
First, can you like see around us and behind us right now? Look how cool this looks. We're in this little dome light thing, so we thought we'd end it right here. But like Anna said, this is worth coming here for the views alone. That's kind of why we did. We were so happy that we caught that mountain view today.
Yeah.
As we said, we are from Canada and we're used to seeing mountain ranges like this, but the first time we came to Poland, everybody was like, you have to go to Zakopane because the views are spectacular, and oh my,
Yeah, it's
out
a
of this
beautiful,
world.
beautiful town.
But we did a day trip from Krakow, and it was worth it. It's about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd be fun to do overnight too, I would say.
Yeah, exactly. If we ever come back again, I could definitely picture staying here a little bit. But what a time it's been. And you know what? This isn't it. So if you haven't seen the last video, we were in the Krakow Christmas market. And that was, what a time. What a festive video. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. So if you haven't watched it, maybe go back and check it out. In the next video, we have a few different locations in mind. So all we're going to say right now is we're going to be doing more Polish Christmas markets, but we think it's going to be fun. And if you happen to be new around here, I'm Trevor, it's Anna, Delightful Travelers, you know the drill. Hit the like button, leave us a comment. We'd love to hear what you guys think of the video. If you haven't yet already, hit subscribe. Oh my god, look at my breath. But hit subscribe, hit the little bell. That will allow you to know when our new videos come out. But it has been a blast, and if you get the chance, definitely come to this town to check it out.
All right, guys, that's it.
From Zakopane, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon, and Merry Christmas!
Oh, Merry Christmas, everyone.